took my debt as paid. Did it for you, them, we, and them people on the street. Got that pain that don't go away. Gotta go pray and call thy name. All of that praying don't go in vain. Cuddle my wife when I got a bad day. We hold hands when holding on faith. Some things happen and never make sense. Had one dream I couldn't understand. I so hasty and shake my hand. Look my son into his eye. Then he smiled and shook his head. My phone rang and the dream was done. Carrying cold and said he's gone. I was drowning in my tears. At this loss, I was lost. Lots of rain in my ears. So I called upon the Lord like
Good to keep it simple. I try and just live in simplicity. Whatever thing is complicated, try and simplify it for yourself.
Dr. Rebecca Shuya. Now, she is our Royal Hustler for this morning. Dr. Shuya is a specialist physician at the Katutura State Hospital and a part-time private. She's also a part-time lecturer in intern medicine at the School of Medicine at the University of Namibia. And last but not least, but really the reason why she's here, she's also an entrepreneur, having started her own business called the Emporium Collection Namibia, a custom-made furniture making business. Doctor, thank you so much for availing your time. I can just imagine it's just you have a lot to do. Thank you so much, man, for being our Royal Hustler for this morning.
Thank you, Morris.
Yeah.
Good morning, and Radio 99 FM listeners.
Yeah. Doctor, getting straight into it, man, tell us a bit about your childhood and how it's shaped the human being that you are today.
Well, had quite an interesting childhood.
Right.
I must say I'm lucky to be a firstborn of 5 siblings. 5? In northern Namibia.
Yeah.
And the advantage of that is that it gives you a head start in leadership skills.
So you're a deputy parent?
Yes. Mentoring skills from a very young age.
Yeah.
And also, I was also raised by my parents and grandparents, who both bring different dynamics of rearing a child than being raised by only your parents.
Right.
And last but not least is I have been blessed in academics.
Right.
So I have always been a top achiever throughout my childhood.
Right.
And I think that reinforced to me growing up that nothing is impossible in life if one works at it and put in all the effort.
Right.
So I never really went through life struggling to think, can I do this? Can I not do that? So when I look at all these top achievers throughout the world in the different disciplines, be it the arts, be it business, in the sciences, to me, they are just living proof that for the next person out there, it is possible. Did
mentioning that you are one of 5 children in your family, did that ever really did you ever feel pressure to charting the way and always making sure that your siblings, you set a solid example for them? Was that something that you felt pressure?
There were times where there was pressure, but not the pressure of setting a good example.
Right.
My schooling was personally just for me, because that's when I felt happy, when I achieved or when I excelled at my academics growing up. So it wasn't to to show my siblings that they should also excel at the same things, because I believe everybody's talented in different ways, and not everybody's going to do it through the schooling system.
You know, it's growing up, right? You know, in northern Namibia. What was your biggest dream? Did you always want to be a doctor?
Absolutely not. No. No, actually not, but I'm glad I ended up loving it.
Yeah.
When I went to high school, I got introduced to astronomy through geography. I will never forget, like, my first class, learning about the different planets.
Right.
Yes. I even have a rhyme to this day to remember them. And to this day, there is nothing I find more fascinating than our beautiful universe, what is still to be discovered, what lies outside our solar system.
Wait, do you believe in aliens?
I wouldn't call them aliens. Aliens is limiting our imagination. But I believe if you and I are existing on this planet Earth, and it's just one solar system in one galaxy out of gazillion galaxies, to think we're not special. So if we are here, will you be surprised if there's other living beings? I will name them out there that we haven't discovered and they haven't discovered us. So it's just a matter of time and technology, and so if we are here, I would actually be surprised if there isn't life somewhere else. Yes.
We do have Dr. Shuya in studio with us. We'll be continuing this conversation on the other side. Sounds of Rick Hassani with Gentleman.
Hey beautiful, I know what you need.
A mix, because children, please stay in school. Dr. Shuya, again, thank you so much for being with us. So, continuing with our conversation, when you wake up in the morning, what sets your heart on fire? What motivates you on a daily basis?
Gratitude.
Right.
Just being thankful that I'm in a position that I'm in today.
Right.
Having the ability to serve people selflessly, because I take that as a privilege. So that in itself keeps me going on a daily basis. The other main thing that drives me is my whys, which are beyond personal achievement. Basically my missions and visions of what I would want to leave behind the day that I'm gone and have left this planet. So everything I do, if I find myself being drained or tired and say, but why am I doing this?
Right.
So for me, luxuries will never motivate me enough.
Right.
So those reasons are the ones that always motivate me.
If there is a young Namibian, listening to this particular conversation right now, listening to you, and they're like, wow, I love her story. What career advice, even life advice, would you give our listeners?
It's always good to keep it simple. I try and just live in simplicity. Whatever thing is complicated, try and simplify it for yourself. So for me, when I wake up and I go to see a patient or a client for Emporium collection for that day, I put myself in the client's shoes, and then I dig from my heart.
Right.
I treat them right from my heart, serve them from my heart. And when I also give service to people who may not even know that I'm doing something for them. I give an excellent service when no one is watching.
Yeah.
And they say that the devil is in the details.
Devil is in the details.
I say the devil is in the daily discipline.
How?
That's how we grow.
Devil is in the daily discipline.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Because that determines how far one goes in life.
Emporium Collection Namibia is now your entrepreneurial pursuits, aside from saving lives. Emporium, talk to us a bit about that. What was the idea behind Emporium Collection Namibia?
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
I love beautiful interiors, like I'm sure a lot of people do, and we all have different tastes.
Yeah.
So I had been exposed to Emporium during my time while studying in Cape Town, and have always loved the details at which they did the pieces. So when I came back home and was looking around for simple finishing pieces with design put into it and things that can, for me to express myself, it was a challenge. And I saw an opportunity that there is a vacancy of this kind of level of finishing.
Right.
Yes, where the customer has the main say.
Right.
At what gets designed.
Right.
Yes.
I'm on the Emporium Collection Namibia Instagram page right now, and firstly, when I'm gonna buy a house now. I'm building now. Yeah, we need to have a conversation. I'm just saying, Ed looks absolutely stunning, and so if I want to get in touch with you, what are your social media details? I do know that the Instagram page is called Emporium Collection Namibia. Any other details that you'd like to share with our listeners, just in case they want to come through, say, hey, what's going on? I'd like some of this.
Yes. The Facebook page is also Emporium Collection Namibia.
Right.
Then we have our website, www.headoverboards.net.
Right. All right. Rebecca? Dr. Rebecca, let me put some respect on your name. Dr. Rebecca Shria, thank you so much for joining us and being our Royal Hustler for this morning. Absolutely inspirational story from saving lives. No, actually from being an academic to astronomy and loving space and believing that there's no such thing as aliens, to being a whole doctor and, of course, an entrepreneur, just really turning the world on its head. Thank you so much for availing your time. We really appreciate it. Wishing you all the best. I am going to call you when I just Thank you very much, Dr. Shia.
Thank you very much, Maurice, and thank you to the listeners.
That was our Royal Hustler, Dr. Rebecca Shuya, who is a specialist physician at the Katsuura State Hospital and part-time private. She's also a part-time lecturer in the internal medicine at the School of Medicine at the University of Namibia. And last but not least, she is also an entrepreneur, having started her own business called the Emporium Collection Namibia. Just exemplary, and just goes to show that it is possible. Your dreams are valid, young king and queen.
Royal Hustlers was proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
Good today, better tomorrow.
This is Doha, this is Qatar. We come together tonight, 1 billion of us, in every corner of the globe, where the beautiful game matters.
Here for the show-stopping magic of a moment.
Get DSTV Compact with an HD decoder plus dish kit, including installation for only $1,199 to watch all 64 matches, here for every fan.
Owning like a spa. Yeah, my own spa, and hence why I've just worked towards that. I've always wanted to be a successful businesswoman.
Right.
And then, of course, over the years, I've gotten my niche. I've gotten to understand what it is that I literally want to do, and that was cosmetology.
Hendrina has over 4 years' experience in managerial position on board cruise lines, working for One Spa World in the United States of America, which she completed her customer and revenue-related modules. She has great managerial skills and overall team mentoring experience. Sandrina, good morning.
Good morning, Morris.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to being with us, to share inspiration with that gleaming smile of yours. Good morning.
Good morning, Morris. Thank you for having me.
It is an absolute pleasure having you in studio with us. So, getting really into it, tell us a bit about yourself, your childhood, and essentially how it molded and shaped the woman that you are today.
Very straight to the point. Basically, I've always been a hustler, go-getter.
Right.
So I remember very well as a kid, they used to call me hairdresser.
Oh.
Yes, because I was just being a very crafty, handy person, and I always wanted to just make extra money for myself. Not that I needed to, but I just felt like, why not?
Right.
Yes. So I started hustling, and I also remember that I always used to take part in like entrepreneur events at high school and sort of stuff. So I've always been like a business-minded person. Yeah, from a very early age.
You grew up in Windhoek? Where did you grow up?
Yes, born and raised here.
Yeah?
Windhoek, yes.
And how was that childhood like?
Pretty much okay. Fair enough. Can't complain about that at all. Yes, mom was there, dad was there. We could get whatever we wanted.
Must be nice.
No, I had a very good childhood, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that you were a handful for your parents? Were you a naughty child?
I was probably a little handful because I was very demanding, I would say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I always wanted to be extra for some reason. Yeah, I always wanted some fancy stuff. I wasn't really an ordinary child.
Right.
Yeah.
You did mention that you were very industrious already at such a young age. What was your biggest dream when you were growing up? Like, what was that one thing like, this is me?
Owning like a spa. Yeah, my own spa, and hence why I've just worked towards that. I've always wanted to be a successful businesswoman.
Right.
And then, of course, over the years, I've gotten my niche. I've gotten to understand what it is that I literally want to do, and that was cosmetology.
Cosmetology.
Yeah.
What are you, being in the space right now, where would you say we are as a country? I mean, from your customer's perspective and just also just as an industry?
We're pretty much there, especially in the beauty industry. I mean, when I studied beauty, like I said, I worked on board cruise ships and I came back. Then the industry was pretty quiet. People weren't really open for massages and facials and self-care.
I am.
Are you?
I am. I'll take one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know, Maurice. So it's been, but now I'm literally very impressed. People walking through my doors and take it or leave it, small male clients actually getting the manicures and pedicures and facials done. So
we also know our value now. We know our worth.
Yeah, no, that's good.
We're gonna quickly go to the music.
Okay.
And when we do get back, we're gonna find out what inspires you. What gets you out of bed? What sets your heart on fire? We do have Hendrina Amakali in studio this morning, who is our Royal Hustler. Bruno Mars saying 21K magic. We'll be back. 99 FM, your inspiration station, 24K Magic. At the Bruno Mars, 13 minutes to 8 o'clock. It is Sibon Mo in the morning, but in the hot seat this morning, we have Hendrina Amakali, who is our Royal Hustler. We continue with our conversation. Hendrina, we know about your childhood. We now know that ever since we know that you were industrious at a very young age. You were a bit of a handful with your parents, and you always knew that you'll be starting or you'll be owning your own spa. But, what motivates you on a daily basis when your feet hit the ground? What sets your heart on fire? What is your big why?
Basically, I started something, and I need to finish it. That's what keeps me going. So I got started, and I literally just give myself two options. It's either on the rainy, bad days, I stand still, or I move forward. There's never an option to turn backwards because there is a set goal, there's a vision, and there's something that needs to be accomplished.
Have you ever really experienced challenges where you look at them as like, aye, bossa, and this one, and it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, no, there has been challenges. I tell you now, there has been a lot of challenges, but keeping faith too.
Yeah.
I love challenges,
right.
And I keep faith, and I know I could do it. And sometimes it's just a test. Okay, look at it, analyze it, see how severe it is. If it's something that probably is challenging, try and reach out to somebody that can make it better for you. But of course, the vision is to go forward.
To move forward.
Yeah.
Some of your early influences, when you were younger, some of the things that you've always taken and kept with you, it could be people, it could be experiences, it could really just be something that happens like, okay, this is something that I'm going to take for the rest of my life.
My mom,
okay,
very independent. She was a registered nurse, hardworking woman, and that on its own, just being independent, I think was something she planted when I was very, very young, and I've just always kept that with me. Work hard and just do what you need to do yourself.
I'm on the Instagram page of Meraki Wellness Center, which is now your business. Some of your service offering is it niche, or are you really just offering an array of services? What kind of clientele do you even get?
Sure. At the moment, we actually have multiple. We have a variety of clientele. Okay, we offer the normal spa services,
right?
Because Meraki Wellness now is just like my little baby,
right?
But there's a bigger vision to it. It's supposed to be like a huge spa, a getaway, a home away from home kind of thing. But what we currently have, we're offering just normal holistic treatments, which is like massages. Facials, manicures, pedicures, just to build the clientele and the brand itself. And then we take it from there. But of course, I'm looking into having like tailor-made treatments specifically for Meraki Wellness. Yeah, African themed, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's absolutely beautiful. In actual fact, can I come and not just leave Sibo behind?
Of course, Maurice.
That's it. So if I want to get in touch with you guys, what are the details there?
Okay, so we're located at the village in Aros, Unit 16. Okay, so that's where we are, and our operating hours are from 9 to 7 weekdays, and then from 9 to 3 Saturdays.
Before we let you go, Hendrina, if we have anybody, be it young, be it old, be it middle-aged, just a person listening to us right now, any life or career advice you'd like to share with our listeners?
Of course. Career advice, specifically for me, I'll always look at it, do what you love, be passionate. With passion comes vision, vision comes success. Okay, so I sometimes feel like I'm getting paid for doing nothing because I love what I do so much, and I don't get tired from actually even doing like 10 massages a day. It's how much I love it. And I just get brainstormed with so much idea going through my head on how I'm going to make it a success. Yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Doing what you love, so much so that you don't even feel like it's work.
Yeah.
Hendrina, thank you so much for your time. We really, really do appreciate you. We appreciate the inspiration. And Sibo and I will be making a turn at Meraki Wellness Center. But can we leave her outside also? Because Simos,
I'm paying.
Oh, for the both of us?
No, just for me.
Hendrina, thank you so much. Have a fantastic and inspirational day.
Thank you, Morris, and thank you, Siba, for having me. Have a fabulous day.
That was Hendrina Amakali, who is the founder of Meraki Investments, also Meraki Wellness Center. They are on the Instagram and the socials. Please find them and go live your best life, basically. And that is what they offer, living your best life. That was our Royal Hustler for this morning. Thank you very much for making us your favorite radio station, 99 FM.